On today's video, I wanted to talk about the 5 reasons why first-year real estate agents quit and provide you with simple solutions on how to avoid this. So stick around and we're starting in just a few seconds. So real estate career is not easy. Some of you that are just getting into the industry, or those of you that are thinking about switching careers and getting into real estate, might be wondering whether or not this is something you want to get into. The statistics out there are saying that most real estate agents, and I think the numbers are above 90%, quit in their first 2 years. And there's pretty valid reasons why these agents are quitting and why people don't make it in the first year or two. Because this industry is pretty much, be it on your own kind of a job. And many people are not realizing that when they join a brokerage of their choice, they are actually expecting to be walked by hand by that brokerage. It's kind of like when you work in an office, in a cubicle, and you have a boss telling you what to do. These new agents are thinking that maybe when they join a brokerage, somebody was going to be holding their hand and telling them what to do. This is not how things are. I put together 5 reasons why I think, in my opinion and my experience and what I have seen so far being in the industry, why really the agents in the industry are quitting. And the first reason that I observed from my own experience talking to other people is fear. The new agents are coming into the industry full of fear. And the reason why they are fearful is because when they take their licensing exams and they're finished the school, most of the stuff that they learn in school is not really applicable so much in a daily job. Yes, of course, school is crucial and it's important for you to learn the things that are useful for you not to get sued. But when you enter the industry, there is a plethora of things to learn so that you know how to operate your own business. So the major important aspect of being a real estate agent is being a business owner. It's working independently, and it's realizing that nobody is going to hold your hand. Even if you join the best brokerage and you get tons of training in it, they are still not going to hold your hand. It's kind of like you are joining a club where you have some support and tools to allow for you to grow your business, kind of like joining a franchise or starting your own McDonald's, where you have the tools, you have the marketing and the support, but you are still on your own in terms of generating revenue, generating leads, and growing your business. So you have to think like an independent person, an entrepreneur, and a business owner. And people that are walking into this industry from jobs where they were always told what to do, and they had an outline for every single day of what they were going to do, they will be lost as real estate agents because their expectations are going to be really high for that brokerage that they join. So my solution to this fear factor, when you come in and you sit down in front of your computer on your first day as a real estate agent and freaking out, my solution to this is, before you even get your license, before you even start investing your money into this career, which is not cheap, you take a disc test. It's available online, and you find out what kind of a personality you are. And this will save you time, money, headache, and frustration of any kind of failure when you are thinking about joining this industry. When you take the disc test, you are going to be able to see if you have the characteristics, the personality traits of a person who is self-driven, self-motivated, and a leader and more of an entrepreneur, or whether or not perhaps you are in between, or maybe you are a completely transactional individual where you are driven by tables, Excel sheets, spreadsheets, and transactions. Perhaps you want to get licensed so that you can help other real estate agents and be the transactional coordinator, but you can find out by taking the DISC test whether or not you're that kind of a person. This will save you a lot of time and heartache when you're starting out as a new real estate agent, whether or not this career is for you. Because being your own boss and being entrepreneur and being self-motivated and working for yourself and building your business from scratch is not for everyone, and it's okay. It doesn't have to be for everyone. And once you realize this fact and take this test, or you can take other tests as well, there's plenty of tests out there, you will know whether or not you are ready to enter this career. The second reason why real estate agents fail or quit in their first year or two is that they come into the industry with unrealistic expectations. Some of them watch perhaps certain shows on cable or watch the $1 Million Producers on Stars and other high producing agents that are making a lot of money. And they think that once they get their license, they will come into the industry and sell a $6 million home and be rich. This is farther from the truth that you can imagine. The high producers that are out there selling millions of dollars in volume, they have paid their dues to get to where they are. They work really hard to get to where they are. And my solution to you in terms of slashing those unrealistic expectations is to be patient. Be patient in developing your business foundation, which takes time. And don't compare yourself to other agents. Try to find your own style as a real estate agent. Have really good work ethic. Be prepared to work hard and realize that you are starting from zero, absolutely nothing. And you have to build everything slowly, bit by bit. If you do all the things right, sooner or later, you will start making progress. But don't come into the industry having incredibly unrealistic expectations, because that will set you for failure and ultimately you will quit. The third reason why a lot of the agents fail or quit is because they are not used to being their own boss. And this kind of ties into my initial point of taking the personality test to find out if you have what it takes to be your own boss. But this is really a third reason that I've observed, is that people come in to this job and they're expecting to have some kind of a boss to tell them what to do. They're not used to being their own boss. In this industry, in this career, you are your own boss. No one is going to tell you what to do, not even your brokerage. Your brokerage will provide you training and marketing tools and perhaps other tools that you need, and the prestige of its name and the logos and the image. But you are still on your own terms, and the brokerage cannot tell you legally what to do and how many hours you should work and when you come into your office. If you are working in a brick and mortar office, they cannot legally tell you, hey, come in at 9 and leave at 5. They cannot tell you this. You have to make your own hours. So you are actually reporting to your own self. So if you say to yourself, I'm going to come into the office at 12 and leave at 2, you take the responsibility of setting these expectations for working only 2 hours per day. You have to learn how to be your own boss for yourself, and you have to learn how to be a leader for yourself, how to take a leadership role for your own job. The fourth reason why a lot of the agents fail or quit or get frustrated and give up is all of the above that I just mentioned, plus poor time management, especially for the people that are coming in that have never run a business before or worked for themselves before, and they are coming in from a highly structured environment where the hours were given to you and you had a lunch hour. These individuals are coming into the industry as a real estate agent with a completely blank calendar. There is no more schedule, there's no more lunch hour, and no more hours. Your whole entire day is completely free to manage the way you want it. So as I mentioned earlier, you coming into the office at 12 and leaving at 2 is you managing your own hours. But I'm saying this in a little bit of a facetious manner is because if you are coming into the office at 12 and leaving at 2, you are probably going to quit this job because this is not enough time to put in to get any kind of results. So when you are coming into this industry as a brand new agent from a highly structured environment, it's your responsibility to take your time and start scheduling everything you do. Start treating your real estate career as another job. If you're not used to being your own boss, pick a imaginary boss and pretend they're telling you what to do and start scheduling your entire day from morning until the night or the afternoon. If you are working full time, you should be scheduling everything that you are doing from the morning until at least 5 or 6. So this way, everything that you're planning on doing is on your calendar. So those agents that are coming in and they think they have all this flexibility, there's this question out there, why are you joining the real estate industry? Oh, because I want to be flexible. With flexibility comes responsibility, because if you're going to take one day off during the week and just go on vacation, you have to make up that time and stick it into your calendar on the other days. You have to take responsibility for that flexibility that this industry gives you, because you do have to put in a certain amount of hours in order for this business to even work for you. And my suggestion and my solution is to get a calendar, even a paper calendar if you want, and put everything that you're going to be doing, including making calls, appointments, marketing, emails, whatever you're doing for your real estate business, put it in your calendar and stick to that kind of a schedule that you set for yourself. Otherwise, you are going to be all over the place and eventually you will quit. And the last reason, the fifth reason why a lot of the real estate agents quit in the first year or two is because they have financial problems. They are coming in to the industry expecting to make money really quickly. This is not happening. And let's face it, we all have to pay our bills, feed our families, and live and make a living. So if you don't have any income coming in months after months after months, then you are actually maybe not even quitting out of your own free will, but you're quitting because you have no other choice. So before you even start your training in the real estate career and before you even get licensed, make a plan of putting aside some income or some money that can cover you for the first year. People say 6 months, but I'm telling you right now, that's not enough. You have to have savings that can cover you for the first year. Because when you're coming into the real estate industry, you are also faced with expenses as a real estate agent. You have to pay your dues. If you're a realtor, you will be paying pretty hefty fees for the National Real Estate Association, which is not cheap. If you are joining a brokerage, you have desk fees. and other administrative fees that the brokerage will charge you, nothing is for free. Plus, you have marketing costs and equipment and other miscellaneous expenses that you have to pay for. For example, every year we pay privilege license fee here for being licensed in North Carolina. We pay EXP brokerage fee. We pay things that we use for marketing. Let's say if you're using BombBomb for your emails, that's $30 per month. Let me tell you, being a real estate agent is expensive. So if you don't have the money set aside for your living expenses, as well as some kind of account on the side that will be your business account for your business expenses, you will be very frustrated, and it's going to be very hard for you being impatient and desperate and trying to make that first buck. So set money aside for yourself before you even get licensed. And if you don't have the money to set aside, perhaps this is not the right time for you to start the career as a real estate agent yet. Just wait, put it on hold before you are ready. It's all about planning and making sure that you are comfortable in entering a brand new industry. Now, if you have a part-time job, let's say you work weekends somewhere and you want to be a real estate agent Monday to Friday, that might work, but you note that you will have to work a little bit more hours to be able to be available for your clients during the weekend, because real estate agents do work weekends. If you think you're going to have glorious free weekends off, then this is not a career for you, because we do work weekends. We have the flexibility, like I mentioned to you before, but with flexibility comes responsibility. So this would conclude my 5 reasons why real estate agents fail and quit in the first year or two, and my 5 solutions on how to avoid it. I hope they were helpful to you. I will probably be making a video really soon about what it costs to become a real estate agent, because from my experience, I learned that I have spent a ton of money, and it's really expensive to become a real estate agent. It's not just getting your license and that's it. There's more things involved in it. And I'm thinking about putting together a video about this. And if you would like to see this kind of video, then jot down in the comments below, and I will be more than happy to make one for you. And for now, thank you so much for watching and for listening, and see you on my next episode.